We're going to start on our backs today. And you can bend the knees or just have your legs straight, whatever feels better. You can have the arms resting out to the side, or maybe hands resting on the belly, or maybe one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest to guide the fullness of the breath. Whatever is working best for you. I invite you to close the eyes, dropping down into the body, letting the body drop down into the ground. See if you can feel that letting go. Each breath relaxing. We begin to deepen the breath with a relaxed belly, the breath opening the belly, filling it, and then coming up into the ribs, all the way up into the chest, filling the whole body, filling with breath, and the whole body relaxing with the exhale. As you inhale, let the palms turn away from you if they're on the ground. Moving the thumbs toward the floor. And then just returning back on the exhale. Feel free to keep your hands on your body if they're there. See if you can get the sense of the whole body breathing. The legs and the feet joining in, the neck and the head, even the ears breathe. Just imagine it. Feel the kind of effortless effort of the inhale expanding the body. I say effortless because we're not trying to expand the body, we're just trying to breathe deep, but that does take some effort. So it's finding that balance between the ease and the effort to breathe deeply, and the ease in the body that receives the breath and opens with it, from it, to it. All the letting go that's possible as we breathe out. Each breath we let go of thoughts a little bit more. We let go of struggle and striving and worry. Just coming into the moment and the perfection that's there. The moment isn't perfect because it's the best possible moment that's imaginable, but because it's the best possible moment that is right now. We open to it and we receive it with appreciation and with acceptance. And on your next exhale, bring the right knee in to the body, clasping the hands around the underside of the knee. And with a straight left leg, flex that foot, reaching out long through the heel. Inhaling just as deep and noticing how the body feels the breath a little differently as we move into this position. And as we exhale fully and the belly sinks down and the body relaxes, we guide that knee a little bit closer into the body. Letting the hip crease soften. Again, this is not a forcing so much as it is a deep breath opening and the out breath relaxing. Okay, now release the hands. We're going to place the right ankle on the left thigh as we lift the left leg straight up in the air. And bring the hands behind the back of the left leg. Flex the right foot as well. And point and flex the left foot. Some of you may only be able to bring the leg up this high or may need to bend the knee. That's fine. Just place the hands behind the leg wherever it serves you and the position that you can take. And then hold the flexed foot. Remember, both feet are flexed. And just breathe in deeply. And then as you exhale, try to bring that left leg toward you. Feel the fullness of the breath and where the body receives it. Each shape that we take creates a different roadmap for the body. See if you can read the map with your eyes closed. If the eyes are open, just keep the gaze soft and don't look around so that your focus can remain inward. Good. Bend the left knee, keep the right foot where it is, and bring the left foot on the ground. I'm going to give you two options with your hands. The first one is to have the hands alongside the hips with the palms facing down. I think this one will be a little bit more manageable. If you want a little bit harder option, cross the hands over the head. On the chest. Sorry, I was thinking about the next thing I was going to say, which is maybe adding a third option with the arms over your head. You'll see what works for you. I'm going to show this one, do whichever one you want. Now we're going to press down into the left foot. We're going to inhale and lift the hips. We're going to exhale, lower down, and then come into a crunch, lifting the left foot and lifting the head. If your arms were down, then they just come out. If the arms were overhead, they come up. Good. Inhale, lower and lift the hips. Exhale, crunch. Continue like that. So the breath is pretty slow in order to give time for these movements. If your breath can't go slow enough, just do 2 instead of 1, no problem. It's nice though to try to elongate the breath, and these kinds of activities really encourage that long, slow, deepening breath, which is so good for the nervous system. One more round, or complete the one that you're already in. And then we'll all bring the hands alongside us. Now let's walk the left foot all the way out to the left, as far as you can go. And then let that left knee drop down. So ideally, the knee is straight down from the hip and the foot is straight out from the knee in right angles. And that right foot stays on the knee unless that's causing you problems with your knee or it's just too intense. And then just rest it down on the ground. We're going to take the left arm and reach it overhead. And then curl the outer edge of your left foot up toward your right foot. Some deep breaths here, really stretching long the whole side of the body from the knee to the fingertips. And release the arm, release the foot, bring the knees back up. And we'll straighten the right leg and pull the left knee into the chest. And the right foot is flexed and you're reaching out long through that heel. It's a real sense of extension through the leg. The other foot can just relax. We want to bring that relaxation into the whole left side. Really the whole body except for that right leg that's active. Breathing long and slow, feeling where the fullness is felt. And then inviting the letting go to happen inside that left hip crease as you draw that foot in. And then we'll place the left ankle just above the knee as we lift that right leg up, clasping behind the back of the leg. Flex the left foot and then point and flex the right foot. You may not be able to hold on to the leg at all without a strap. If you need to get a belt or something that, like a towel, and you just place that behind and hold on to both sides. That works just fine. And then hold the flexed position. And just breathe in deep. Exhale and try to draw that leg toward you. Good. Practice that slow breathing that we're going to need in the next exercise here, where it's maybe easier to breathe, where there's very little effort. And then bend the knee and release the foot and the hands, taking this position, or this position, as you like. On the inhale, we lift the hips up, pushing down into the right foot. On the exhale, we lower and lift the foot and the head, crunching in. Continue at your own pace. So the right foot pushing down is going to be a big part of that lift, but really also feel the buttock muscle engaging and really think about lifting your tailbone up toward the sky. One last one, or complete the one that you're in now. And then release the hands and walk the right foot all the way over to the right, as far as it'll go. And then just let the knee come in and down so that the knee is below the hip and the foot is level with the knee. Try to relax the left leg or just bring the foot to the ground if you need that. And bring the right arm overhead. Stretching long, the knee and the hand both reaching away from each other. And then curl the outer edge of that right foot in and up toward the left foot, toward the knee. Breathe long and slow, reaching long, stretching the whole side. Good. Release the foot, the arm, and then bring the right foot down onto the ground, bending both knees. Good. And then we'll lift the feet up to the height of the knees. Pull the navel down as though you're trying to press the small of your back onto the ground. So when the feet are down, there's a little bit of an arch in the back. We want to try to take that arch out. So we start by lifting the feet, but then we just take it even further by pushing the back into the ground, engaging the abdominal muscles. We're going to keep that engagement as we lower one foot slowly to the ground. And again, we saw that when the foot comes down, the back wants to arch. So our job as we lower is to keep the abdominal muscles engaged, to press that lower back flat into the ground. We go slowly and we don't bend the knee, we just lower from the hip. Alternating legs. See if you can coordinate it with your breath. So again, the breath is slow because we're not going up and down quickly, we're going down slowly. So the breath is slow as well. If you can, if you need to do 2 breaths, that's fine. Never let go of those abs. Maintain them throughout the whole movement. Maybe you want to breathe even slower and just inhale for one side and exhale for the other side. One more on each side. Good. Bring the knees into the chest. Soften the belly and breathe into the belly. Okay, one last abdominal exercise here. I'm not saying there won't be more later, but for now, if you can, if you want, one more. If you're done with that, you can just stay here. Or maybe you want to come into happy baby pose if your abs are done, and that just looks like this. So if you want to do our last ab exercise for here, the arms will come down, and we're just going to straighten the legs and bring them in. Straighten and bring them in. Inhale straight, exhale in. The lower your legs, the more the work. Five more. Okay, and then let's all bring the knees to the chest. Cross your feet at the ankles, and then bring your left hand to your right big toe, your right hand to your left big toe, pulling the feet toward the buttocks. And then just roll around on your back, whatever way feels good. Side to side. And then bring the hands back to the knees. Keep the ankles crossed. Rock yourself up. all the way to sitting with crossed legs. Good. Well done. Pull the flesh of your buttocks back. Sit up nice and tall. Soften the belly, breathe from the belly to the chest. Drop the chin. Relax the shoulders. And then circle the head around. Like you're drawing circles in the air with your nose. And reverse. And then back to center. And hands to the ground, coming onto hands and knees. Hands are right under the shoulders. Knees are right under the hips. Now I'm going to start us off in a slow cat and cow, and I'm going to take it into a fast one. And if you'd like to join me in the fast one, great. If you want to stay slow, also great. It's really nice for moving the energy through the body to go fast, but it's not for everyone. So on the inhale, the tailbone curls up, the belly drops down. We feel the breath rolling up as the spine also rolls up. And then rounding the back, tucking the tailbone, lifting the belly. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And then the breath is going to go from a slow breath to a rapid breath if you're moving quicker. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, sit down on the feet. Rest the hands on the thighs. Slow the breathing down. If your knees can't stay like this, you can change your sitting position, or it might help just to stick a pillow in the crease behind your knees. Otherwise, we'll stay here and rock pose, and we'll bring the hands onto the shoulders. Feel the chest opening as the elbows come back. We're going to inhale and exhale rapidly again. Inhaling to the left as we turn. Exhale to the right as we turn. Twisting all the way, reaching the eyes around. Inhale, center, hold the breath. Pull up from the base of your spine, pull up from your navel, press the tongue up, roll the eyes up, squeeze that held breath all the way up, like you're pushing it to the crown of your head. Exhale, relax the hands down, releasing out of the crown of the head. Just imagine like smoke coming up out of the chimney. Releasing all the fogginess, all the heaviness, all the stress. Okay. And we'll do just one more rapid breath. The palms will be down on the legs. As we inhale, we draw the hands back, pull the shoulders back, lift the eyes up. Exhale, we collapse down. Inhale up, exhale down, rapid. So when we do the cat and cow, I think the lower back gets emphasized a little bit more. Here we open the chest and emphasize the upper back a little more. Don't forget to move the hands. That helps open the chest. Inhale deep, hold the breath. Look up, squeeze up, press up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the ground, head to the ground. Returning to a nice, slow, deep breath. Feeling the body relaxing, calming. Flushing the body clean with the breath. Now walk the hands all the way forward. Lift your seat. Spread your fingers. Curl your toes. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the knees. Push the hands forward. Press the hips back. Press the thighs back. Press the heels down. Inhale, lift the right leg. Look forward. Exhale, step the foot up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands down, step back and lower. Hovering or coming all the way to the ground. Inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the eyes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, look forward. Exhale, step the foot up. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, all the way back and down. Hovering or dropping all the way to the ground. Cobra or upward dog if you're off the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Downward. Inhale. Right leg up. Look forward. Exhale. Step the foot up. Inhale. Rise. Exhale. Down and back. Inhale up. Exhale. Downward dog. I'm going to be quiet now so that you can go at your own pace. I realize my pace is not your pace. You might need 2 breaths per movement. Left side. Next time you come into downward dog, hold there. If you're tired and you need to take child's pose instead, that's a great option. Make it work for you. If you're in child's pose, then you can walk your hands to the right. If you're in downward dog, take your left hand to the right shin and look under your shoulder. Push your right leg back. Slow breathing. If you're in the child's pose version, push your left hip back. And then we'll change sides. Steady the breath. Don't lose the rhythm of the breath. The transitions are not commercial breaks where we check out. Pushing into the left hand to send the left hip back if you're in that version, or pushing into the left hand to send the right hip back if you're in the child's pose version. Good. Now, please let's all come into downward dog. Pull the shoulders down the back. And then bend the knees. Look forward, and we're going to jump the feet up between the hands. If not, just walk the feet up. That's fine. Good. And then with bent knees and the chin to the chest, slowly roll up. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale the hands down behind your back, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, take a deep breath in. Exhale and fold halfway forward. Lift the arms up. Roll the shoulder blades in toward each other. Notice which thumb is on the outside. And inhale all the way up, reaching up. Exhale the arms down, clasp the hands with the opposite thumb on the outside. Roll the shoulders back. Open the heart. Breathe into it nice and wide. Exhale, fold halfway. Body hovering parallel to the ground. The neck is straight. The eyes are down. Lift the hands up. Inhale all the way up. Reach the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way over. Hands can come to the ground, to the backs of the legs, or tucked under the feet. If your hands are on the backs of the legs, you push the legs into the hands and the hands into the legs on the inhale. And on the exhale, just use your hands to maybe pull yourself closer. If your hands are under your feet, then when you exhale, you pull your hands as though you're trying to pull them out from under your feet to bring your torso closer to your legs. Or just be passive with the arms resting, or maybe taking opposite elbows. Deep, slow breath. And then inhale all the way up. Exhale the arms down. closing the eyes, feeling the breath, feeling the feet, feeling the crown of the head, feeling the whole body. And then step the left foot just a step forward. Lift and spread the toes on the left foot and then lower them down. You're going to let that left knee bend just a little bit to begin. We're going to keep the arms by the side to begin. And then we're going to just start to shift forward, letting the weight come into the left foot. Take the gaze down to the floor, steady, slow breath. Feel your breath. And then start to lift the back leg as you straighten the front leg. And keep folding just as we did before, parallel to the ground, only now with the back leg lifted. If you want to work harder, bring the arms overhead. If you want more help balancing, arms can come out to the side. And then slowly come back up, stepping the right foot back, stepping the left foot back, coming back to stillness, standing, breathing, feeling. Notice if it seems like the breath changes when you're going into a more challenging position. Really, the work that we do in the stillness to steady and slow the breath is to carry us over into the challenge. So that when the body is working, when the mind is struggling, we have that anchor of our breath to keep us calm, to keep us still, to keep us balanced. And then step the right foot forward. Arms start by your side. Lift the toes, spread them wide, lower down. Let the right knee bend a little bit. Kick off the back foot, shifting your weight forward. Hinging forward at the hips. Lifting the back leg as you straighten the front leg. Try to keep the hips level to each other and level to the ground. And try to lift the back leg parallel to the ground, torso parallel to the ground. Arms by your side, out to the side, overhead, either side. Slowly lower the back foot down, front knee bends, stepping back, standing still, feeling breath. Step the legs wide apart, heels as wide as the baby toe. Take the arms out to the side, inhale. Exhale, reach left and bring the hand down to the leg, and then reach the other arm overhead. Turn your gaze up. Push into the outer edge of your right foot and lengthen out of your right hand. Exhale and maybe slide your left hand down a little more. So kind of like a standing gateway pose. We often do on the knee. Feel the breath coming up under those ribs, opening the waist, lengthening the side. And then we'll fold over that left leg, Both feet press down, both hips lift up, sit bones lift. Relaxing the spine over the leg as you exhale. And then with the right hand on the ground by the left foot, or if it doesn't reach the ground, you can just have it on the left shin. We're going to bring the left hand onto the hip. We're going to inhale and lift the head so as to straighten the body and try to bring it parallel to the ground. And lengthen the spine, really long, sending the left hip back, the head forward. And then on an exhale, we turn, lifting the navel, lifting the ribs, tucking the right ribs under, looking up. And then once we turn, we let that left arm float up. Making space with the inhale and emptying and turning with the exhale. And release the hand down. Walk center. Fold here. Hands are shoulder width apart, either under the shoulders or maybe you can walk them back so that they're between the hands. Maybe you want to turn the palms, the fingers to face behind you and walk back even further. Just keep the legs straight. Maybe your hands don't come to the ground at all. It's fine. Good. And then we'll inhale, arms out to the side, lifting the body all the way up. Exhale, over to the right. Pushing into the left foot, reaching out of the left arm, taking your gaze up. Sliding down as you exhale, relaxing into the out breath. Opening into the in breath. So you don't want to be folding this way in an effort to get down further. It's not about further. It's about stretching, and you may notice that if you start to hinge forward at all, you actually lose the stretch. You want to keep the ribs in line with the legs. Keep the torso facing forward, not down. Good. And then we'll fold over that right leg. Try your best to keep the legs straight, lifting up through the hip creases, through the sit bones. Relaxing down over the leg. Deep, slow breath in and out. Okay. Then the left hand is either on the ground by the foot or on the leg, wherever you can have it. It could even be on the upper leg if that's the flexibility that you're given. We're going to bring the right hand onto the hip, lift the head to straighten the spine, and lengthen the spine, reaching back through the hips, forward through the chest and head. Inhale into the length. Exhale, bring the left ribs under you. Roll your shoulders open, look up, and then float the right arm up. Diagonal angular pose. Can you breathe the breath all the way up into your chest? Can you embody the pose more fully from the inside? The more we embody the postures, the more we can make them work for us. We can feel what's happening. And then we can use those feelings to deepen. And release the hand down. Walk center. Fold forward. Good. Now, bend the knees, bringing weight into your hands, and then step the feet together. Lower the sit bones down toward the heels. Walk the hands in. Balancing on the toes. If you can, have the arms all the way up, not at the heart center. If you need the hands touching down a little bit for some support, that's fine. Pull the belly in, drop the tailbone down. Close the eyes to balance even more. And then lower the hands together at the heart if they're not already there. Bring the hands to the ground and lower yourself down. Tucking the chin to the chest, arms forward or up, or holding on if you don't want to do that extra abdominal work. Coming to the ground. Once you're all the way down, let the arms rest out away from the body with the palms up. Tuck the tailbone, release the legs, shake them out. Place an eye pillow on your eyes if you have one. And then take a deep breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth, sinking the body into the ground. In through the nose. Out through the mouth, releasing the jaw, the mouth, the tongue. And in through the nose. Out through the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind, the judging, the planning, the regretting, the fantasizing, all of it, gone, gone, gone. Exhale it away. And on your very next inhale, come into quiet. Come into the breath. Letting go of the breath. Allowing the breath to happen effortlessly, automatically. Wherever the breath is, just park your attention inside of it. Feel the breath encase your awareness. Feel your awareness penetrating and permeating the breath. And at some point you may notice your mind has gone on vacation somewhere. That's okay, it likes to do that. And then we're just going to call it back, coming home to the body, to the breath. Deeply relax here. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move your fingers, toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock side to side, feeling the ground massaging your back. Come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. And then roll over onto either side, resting your head on your underside arm. Resting your body on the ground. Resting your awareness on your breath, in your body, your heart. How does your heart feel right now? If your heart could talk, what would it say right now? And then slowly press yourself up to sitting. The sit bones sinking down, spine lifting tall. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.